Good morning. I'm Niveta. This is my topic protective measures and legal policies for gender equality. So, we know we are equal in gender equality. Introduction. Gender equality is when people of all genders have equal rights, responsibilities, and opportunities. In our society, everyone is affected by gender inequality, like women, men, trans, and gender diverse people, children, and families. So, everyone affected by the gender inequality. For that reason, the Indian Constitution not only guarantees women's equality but also gives the state the authority to take positive discriminatory measures in its favor in order to reduce the cumulative burden of socio-economic, educational, and political disadvantages that women faced. So, wherever women faced the inequality problems, the Indian Constitution provides some of the legal policies and protective measures for their protection. So, protective measures for gender equality. To uphold the constitutional mandate, the state has enacted various legislative measures intended to ensure equal rights, counter social discrimination, and various forms of violence and atrocities, and also to provide support services, especially to working women. So, some of the protective measures by the Indian government. Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. This is one of the constitutional act for the to for the women guaranteed under the constitution who are victims of violence of any kind occurring within the family and society. The National Commission for Women. In this commission study all the legal policies and constitutional rights providing for the gender equality. So Mission Shakti. Mission Shakti is the one of the scheme providing for the women empowerment for make their own decision about their bodies and minds in a setting free from abuse and threat. Next one is Beti Bachao, Beti Padao. This is one of the scheme for protect the education of girl child. Then Swadhar Grey Scheme. The program meets the basic requirements of women in precarious situations, including those who have lost their homes due to family strife, crime, violence, mental stress, social isolation, or who are being coerced into prostitution and are in danger. So last one is Nirbhaya Fund. The government established the Nirbhaya Fund, a special fund that can be used for initiative aimed at enhancing women's protection and security. We all know we are all know about the Nirbhaya case. It is a non-lapsable corpus fund that is managed by the Ministry of Finance, Department of Economic Affairs. Those who are affected, like Nirbhaya, the girl raping by the some of the persons. After that case, government provide the fund. Those name is Nirbhaya Fund. Initiatives taken by the government for transgender persons. Not only the protective measures and legal policies are not only for women equality but also the trans people equality. India has enacted a law for the protection of rights of transgender persons that came into force on 10th January 2022. The act, namely the Transgender Persons Act 2019, recognizes the identity of transgender persons and prohibits discrimination or unfair treatment against them in relation to education, employment, healthcare services, holding public or private offices, etc. So some of the legal policies under the Indian Penal Code: rape, kidnapping and abduction for different purposes, homicide for dowry, torture both mental and physical, molestation, sexual harassment, importation of girls, in which molestation, which means one of the sexual harassment for the girl child. So the special laws identified for the gender equality. Commission of Sati, Dowry Prohibition Act 1961, Indecent Representation of Women, Immoral Traffic Prevention, Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. These are the special laws to protect the uh, people, those who are affected by the gender inequality. So conclusion, the various policy measures, schemes and other initiatives undertaken by the Government of India to achieve gender equality in India. These schemes and measures seek to uplift, protect and empower women and persons of the transgender community to enable them to enjoy an equal status in personal and public life, and to eliminate all forms of discrimination, prejudice and unfair treatment meted outdo them. So these are my references. Thank you.